I do not want to hear people say Ottawa is boring. You just heard about the fantastic theater production a little bit earlier on in the show. We just talked about these wonderful escape rooms available, and we have fantastic live music available at Live on Elgin Street. And I am joined by Lawrence Evenchick from Live on Elgin, the owner and the guy who puts it all together, all these wonderful, wonderful artists that come to Elgin Street to perform for us. Lawrence, first of all, let's talk about the impact of the pandemic. It's been so difficult for you guys in your industry.
It's been a rough couple of years, and on Elgin Street, we had the added complication of the street being torn up for 18 months before Christmas 2019. So we were really only fully operating for a couple of months before COVID hit, and it's been a long haul, that's for sure. But we're back and rolling.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about Live on Elgin and maybe sort of the birth of it and the inspiration behind it, Lawrence.
The inspiration is that my son, John, who's my business partner, who does most of the work, is involved in the music industry. I have more of a theater background. And back in 2015, we decided that the city needed a small cap room to cater to the arts community, live music, live local theater. We also have comedy nights. We have burlesque sometimes. We have a karaoke night every week. We have an open mic night on Tuesdays. So it's really there to support the local arts community and give them a platform that they might not be able to access otherwise.
Most restrictions, of course, have been lifted, Lawrence. What sort of restrictions remain in place, or are there new protocols that are in place at the moment?
We are sticking to asking for proof of vaccination for a little while, for the next few weeks. We've had a bit of kickback on that, but we feel that it's the safest thing to do. We polled bands that are coming in, we polled our clients, and everybody seems to feel better with that approach rather than just taking away all restrictions. Masks obviously would have to be worn when clients are up and moving around. Once they're seated at their tables, they can take their masks off, though. So much as we were before. Yeah, pretty well the way things were before. And when we feel that it's appropriate to stop asking for vaccine proof, then we will do so, yeah.
Let's talk about Live on Elgin Presents.
Live on Elgin Presents, with the courtesy of grants from Factor Canada, is a series that we are doing, hand-picked performers. It's live streamed and live attendance, of course. And it's a really, really good series. This is season 2 of it. Coming up March 10th, we have James Blonde and the Desert Island Big Band. They're an awesome group. After that, we have on the 16th, Honora and Amanda Lowe. Again, Amanda's a local artist as well. March 19th, Angelique Francis, who's a singer-songwriter. And of course, the wonderful Danielle Allard, who's another great local artist. She was there actually when we opened Live on Elgin. She was there when we did the first cracking open of walls to try and do our reno. So she's been with us right from day one.
Nice.
And then March 27th, we have the Commotions, awesome funk band, brassy beats, smooth ballads, super soul sounds of the 70s and Motown. A really amazing local band with a group of fabulous artists like Rebecca Noel. They all play for other bands as well, but they come together to be the Commotion, and that's going to be a fabulous night as well. But we're booked
Lawrence,
pretty well every night.
No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
Pretty well booked every night for March and April. There's something going on. The website, www.liveonelgin.com. Tickets can be ordered there. Monday nights are karaoke. It's free from 8 o'clock on. Tuesday night is open mic. Again, free from 8 o'clock on. So people should come down and enjoy things that are happening again.
Yeah, and you and your son are in such a fortunate position. You get to see all of this talent. I just want to, take a moment to tell everybody at home about the amount of talent in this city, and I don't think people realize how much there is, Lawrence.
I personally wasn't really plugged into the music scene before we opened Live on Elgin. That was my son John's thing. But I was amazed once we opened up and he started booking bands in to the amount of talent in this city. It is insane. The music talent the theater talent I already knew about. I'd already worked with a lot
Yeah.
of them, but the music talent is just beyond belief. And really, they need a place to go and perform for an audience and get their, build up their chops and really get moving with things before they're ready to move on to a bigger capacity room, for example, the NAC, or maybe into one of the studios at Shankman, or any other place in town, the larger rooms. They need a smaller room to start playing in, where they can, sell out their show, but there's only going to be like 75 people there instead of selling out a 400 seat theater, for example.
Well, it's such a great venue too, because it is such an intimate venue, and you're up close. You're right there with and the interaction. It just makes the interaction with the artist so much better. Lawrence, really appreciate you joining us. Thanks so much. By the way,
Thank you, Larry.
liveonelgin.com is the place to go. You can look at the entire schedule there. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Daytime Ottawa right here on Rogers TV.